There she goes for her little victory walk. But it went from night to day because the last episode it was night, unless she just gets back to the town and it's day. And there she goes praying, taking after Hyder. She's praying for those are technically fallen comrades and heroes that tried to take down Aura, and she's praying for them. You'll love to see it. Wow, man. Yeah, man, she showed so much restraint. Like the way she grew was crazy. There you go. They told her she had to cut out all that flashy shit. Bro, she is such a changed person. You see her saying, giving praise to these kids, like, yo. I mean, she's talking a little bit of trash, but yeah, man. Oh, is that his son? It's a knockoff, but she's like, I'll still take it. Times have changed. taken after one of the well, it's not his master, but yeah. Bro looks so proper, but he's the executioner. Oh no, he's a lumberjack. Bro was shook. He really is passed out. He can fly. Wow. Man, yo, another thing is that the OST for this show, amazing. He saw the lumberjack again. He was like, there you go, Fern being the big sis. Yo, this music. So I was talking about flowers, a place I could return to. That could be a reference to Himmel and his little area that they showed tribute for him, right? You know, with the blue flowers. That could be for Flam May. Again, I always mispronounce, but Flam. It could be for her because she taught Frieren the spell to create the flowers around her grave. And then we have the grave for all of the fallen warriors that tried to fight against Aura. Like it all comes full circle. Like I'm peeping, I'm seeing what they're doing. But like these are all places that people will return to, like the ones who love these people. Yep. See? It looks like it went to winter, right? Look at they're wearing winter gear. Must have been there for quite some time. Yeah, what is a first class mage? The CMA. Oh, she's third class and she's that strong? So I wonder what her first class is like. Hey, listen, man. She don't need people to know. She got to remain low key as possible. That's what's up, man. But you know, I think that if they don't have anything else to do along the way, Fern should try to go for a first class, see what happens. We already know where Frieren is. She off the charts. Wow, it was the winter. That winter over there must be no joke. Okay, and as I say it, you see a blizzard. Bro, they about to pass out. 28 years after the death of Himmel the hero and the Drek region, or Deck region, however you pronounce. Bro, dreaming about berries at a time like this. Damn, unfortunately, she can't level tip the dude anymore because, like they said, he'll blow away. My boy doing squats in the winter. Let's go. Who is this guy? She was just about to walk in. What you mean? He in there exercising in his own home? What you talking about? That's crazy. Oh wait, he's another elf. Oh shit. I should have been able to tell by the ears he got. By doing squats inside a freezing hut. That's why dude's so ripped. Bro's name is Kraft. Damn. Bro really was going through it. He might have had hypothermia. That's right, because Ison like that too. That's why he was thinking about the berries. Okay. Smack him. That's crazy. Bro, imagine passing out and that's what you see. First thing you wake up. He said, hold on, let me close my eyes again and see what we got going on. He might be a monk, but he's not a pacifist, I could tell you that. He's definitely been in some fights. I got a feeling anyway, so I could be wrong, but I mean, from training like that, I don't know. Yeah, he's gonna be able to relate to you, so you might as well let him know. Poor Fern. Yep. Start doing some push-ups. You wanna get to that level? That's what you gotta do. That's a long winter they got going on over there with that much of a blizzard. 6 months. Bro said a year young, so he's older than she is. Frieren can relate to that. That way y'all could remember each other, you know? Bro always drinking. Damn, Hater said the same thing. Wow, so he's like the first one to really realize what she was doing. That's amazing. Bro, perhaps a child of mine will become a mage. It's all coming full circle. And that was Hater. And Himmel. Honestly, all of them did. I'll see you in a few centuries. Alright, so that was my reaction to the episode. If you made it this far, leave a like and maybe subscribe. But let's talk about it. So this was a fun episode. Another episode that showcases how things come full circle in this anime. Where, first of all, we saw how, again, things come full circle, and with this new group, they just saved so many people in this village. Frieren, Fern, and Stark helped to defend the village that they were in, from Aura. They did a lot to help to, repair things, make things better before they left. And then they left. But see, like I said, even there, that's like full circle. Like, she's still doing good things, you know what I mean? And she even said, like, she was praising the kids, right? In the beginning of the episode, she was praising them, saying, "I'm proud of you. You did a good job." So she's paying forward what Hater did for her. And honestly, again, Himmel and Ison, I think that they all in their own way praised her as well. Um, and she remembered how that felt. And even though she doesn't necessarily need to hear praise from anybody, she knows how that felt, and she continues to do that for other people, because you know what? I'm sure in a way that motivated her to keep going, and I gave her reassurance that what she's doing, you know what, it does take effort, and it's not a waste of time. And she was able to kind of do that and show that sort of support to Stark and Fern. And then we go to this priest over here who reminds her so much of Hater, and he works hard for his body. It takes tremendous work to do, just like Frieren, while you don't necessarily see what she's got going on as far as her mana control, she trained her whole life to have that. And in a way, you could say that even with the priest, if they didn't walk in on him doing the squats, because of the robe that he wears, it's concealed and he doesn't really talk about it. He doesn't really show it. He doesn't really use it. His body, I mean, like his physicality, I'm sure, unless he needs to do it, which was for survival, to stay warm. And Frieren kind of sort of, not necessarily for survival, but number one, to survive and to protect people, used her mana and used a little bit of her power seriously, or a lot of her power, you could say. But I don't really think it was too much. It took much for her to defeat Aura. But you can see how there's like parallels there. And this is another elf. So he's a man, she's a woman, but they're both elves. They both worked tremendously hard at doing what their mission in life is, and working hard to hone themselves for survival and for protection in case anything were to happen. They both worked hard for centuries, right? And while I'm sorry, what was his name? Kraft may not have had underlings, maybe he has and we don't know the story. You still see, okay, now he kind of helped Stark exercise a bit, pass a little bit of like his ability onto him, I guess, in a way. And it was just like cool to see all these different parallels between these two people who, even though they don't necessarily lead the same sort of lives and don't necessarily have the same sort of ideas, even like when it comes to like, religion, they came together and they were able to learn from each other. And I really do hope that this isn't the last time that we see Kraft. I would love to see him again, in some way, shape, or form. But this was just a cool episode about just a lot of things just coming full circle. The kids got not the kids, but like the warriors that went against Aura, they got a proper burial. The king, I guess, of that area was able to get closure, knowing, okay, my son is finally at peace now, and Aura is no longer a threat to my kingdom and my people. It was just all around just like a really solid show it was a solid episode, I should say, from beginning to end. And I picked up on all the themes, and even like with that song that came up in the, I guess you could say, middle towards the end of the show or episode, I should say. The lyrics were kind of going hand in hand with the theme of the episode as well, and just the show kind of in general. But yeah, great episode. And yeah, over here you should see something along the lines of the next episode in this series. And if you don't see the next episode, it's whatever YouTube deems appropriate for you to see that you like the most. But I'm gonna get on out of here. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night. Stay safe. Leave your comments, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.